Hey there YouTube, France Hopper here. It's Thursday the 20th of October, and tonight we are going to unbox the PlayStation VR. So this is what the top of the box looks like. It's a pretty simple box, really. There's nothing terribly spectacular about it, honestly. That is the front of it, which states pretty obviously what it is. The left side just has the PlayStation logos, nothing really exciting back there. The back has what's included as well as what you'll need. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit there on what's included. So if you want to read any of that, go ahead and pause. On the right side of the box is just the whole sales spiel about, PlayStation VR and what it does. The bottom of the box, nothing to see. So let's flip this back over to the top here, and there's 3 pieces of tape to cut, one on the right, left, and over here in the front, since it is supposed to open up this way, which is kind of funny that they have all the PlayStation VR branding here, and yet proper way to open it is to spin it away around that way and look at the back of the box. So let's go ahead and cut some tape here. Oh boy, that side does not want to cut. That worked. So there we go. Let's open it up. And now actually I lied. We do spin it back around. This is kind of a very odd packaging designed by Sony. So there is the PlayStation logo, and of course, because this is Sony, we do have to have a box inside of a box. So there's a nice little handle here to pull up on. And that mostly slides right out, so let's set the box sleeve over on the side. And this is pretty much just a white box, really. There's nothing really to see there. So let's slide this handle slash sleeve off, and let's open her up. Look at that. We have yet another box inside of a box. Well, actually, I think this is just the documentation. Yep, this is the documentation, which is nice and big. So there is another look at everything that is inside. So you have an HDMI cable, the USB cable, the AC adapter, the AC power cord, the connection cable, printed materials, which probably is what we're looking at, the processor unit, some stereo headphones with earpieces, which are probably pretty mediocre, and of course the VR headset. So, connections, pretty simple. Make sure your PS4 system and your TV are turned off. So, alright, so make sure that the PlayStation camera is connected. Plug in the USB cable to the front of the PS4 in the unit. We'll go through all that later. So for now, let's just move the manual off to the side. Now, let's take a look at the boxes inside of the box, inside of the box. So, I'm going to assume that there's not really any great way to start, or side to start on, so let's start on the right, which looks like it has the processor unit and cables and such. So we'll set that off to the side. Let's see, okay, this whole thing might come out as one. No, it doesn't, just kidding. This, I think, is just the power brick. And, oh, that's interesting. Okay, that kind of lifts up to reveal part of the headset, which if we lift up kind of sort of carefully there. Is there anything in this box at all? No, there's not. Okay, that's actually just kind of mostly to hold the shape of the headset, and that is what the headset looks like in the bag still. So let's go ahead and unwrap that. Okay, so this is the connection cable and line and controls. So that's your, that might actually be the power button. Oh, okay, here's some buttons. Yeah, this is a little control dongle thingy. And we unwrap this all the way here. New technology smell. I do love that. So, there is what the headset looks like. There's the front of it. And the sides. That's what it kind of looks like inside, if you can see in there at all. Looks like there's plenty of plastic stuff to take off. This is a little adjuster mechanism so that it, you know, doesn't slide off your face, because that's no fun. So we'll set the headset aside here and take a look at what else is in the box. So over here we have a demo disc. That's what that looks like. We'll set that off to the side. This is the lens cleaner here, which has PlayStation VR on there. That's about it. And here is the HDMI cable, which is step 1. And this looks like it's a bunch of connection cables and stuff. This is step 4. So there's the empty box, which has lots of styrofoam in it. It's actually not a bad looking box. It certainly protects everything, that's for sure. So we'll set that off to the side. And let's see, that's just some empty cardboard now. So let's open up some of the other boxes here. So in here we have the power cable. So I guess the letters and numbers and stuff on the boxes don't particularly correspond to what's actually in them, but that's the AC power cord. Close that box back up and set it aside. Although this box, I'm going to assume, kind of actually corresponds to what's in it, because it's fairly heavy. So, go ahead and open it up. And there you go. So in addition to the quick start guide, which is huge, there's an instruction manual, which actually looks smaller, honestly. So, this is the processor unit over here on the side. This is step number 2, so that's the USB cable. And let's see. Whoop. Well, there go the earbuds. That's what they look like. They're just gray little in-ear earbuds. Here is the power brick. That's what it looks like. It is actually remarkably not a very big brick. In fact, it is smaller than the processor unit, which is probably the biggest piece of equipment, obviously, after the headset. That's what it looks like. The inputs are on it are labeled, so TV and PS4. So let's actually unwrap that here and give you kind of a better look at it. So here's a little fan over on the right hand side. There's the USB port. Here's the AC power. So there are your HDMI ports on the front. If we flip it over and slide this back, if you can see here, maybe with the light on the angle, there are symbols on the side here, the PlayStation symbols, of course. So the cables that plug in here, you want to line up the symbols and it should plug in. And you just then slide it back in place like so. And that's about it. That is what's in the box. Plenty to set up, but there you go. That is unboxing the PlayStation VR. That'll be about it.